So thanks guys. Manager Patrick Misa, like I said, he's here. And then Kevin Koliki is one of our media colleagues from Harper City. And then Mr. Langston Joe is also the leader of the Maryland journalists is also here.
So the citizen listening to your platform all about this wonderful broadcast, this segment of our broadcast again. And this is another way to fill our people in Maryland County with what is happening across the country. So it's always good to be here. And I think when I'm on the voice of Plibo, I feel at home because the voice of Plibo and the voice of Chu, there's no different, almost like necessary. So again, let me say thanks so much to the staff and management and you guys for always keeping people informed. Those are things that we think media plays a role for in our society. Thank you for the opportunity.
That's good. Hi. Welcome.
Thank you very much. My name is Henry and Kolenke, and I am correspondent for the Analyst newspaper in Maryland County.
It's good. Joe, you're welcome.
Yes, thank you ever so much. Just as you have already introduced me, so I'm one of the practicing journalists here in Maryland County.
It's good. You visited Calway District, which have been our concern over the weekend, and I must congratulate you guys for the tour over the weekend.
Thank you ever so much. So it's been a few times rumored that there was a closure at the mining camp, which is operated by the Soar mining company owned by the Chinese in Gbeken, Calway Statutory District. And journalist team. Garrison Newger was part of the team. Patrick Mason and Henry Kolenki were all part of the team. And so we've decided to reach to Gbeken, and we understood that, yes, there was mining ongoing since February, according to the residents of Gbeken, since February of this year. And so we've visited the site, and we ourselves, saw, what's happening for ourselves. And we make some inquiries, both officials and non-officials. And we've gotten some, informations. And those information we've gotten, where there is a smoke, the possibility of fire is there. And so we have some information. I don't know whether I can start or my colleague can.
So let's keep the ball rolling, Joe. As you said rightly,
Yeah.
It's good to, as I said earlier, it's good for our public to be informed because when they are not informed, then people live with a lot of speculations, doubt, and those things are not necessary for the society. So in our minds, in our work as journalists, we cover some of these things. They are all investigative journalism work that we do in society. Remember, as people who have been in the voting activities, so we deem it necessary to also visit that particular area. Again, it's been unconfirmed by the people of that area that there was this Soar mining company that is being headed by one Ellis, a Chinese national who was mining in that area. So we as journalists we also deem it necessary to be a part of what really happening, what actually is being done there. But there are things that we also want to really cover. One is, remember when there is a mining area or miners in a particular area, there are things people need to know as to whether they're benefiting, whether they are impact being made by maybe a company operating in that area, or whether they are not getting the needful as a dweller of that area, or whether they have been giving them opportunity to excel or transform their life, because the resources that we all need to enjoy from and take it from the soil without those inhabitants of the area benefiting. So we as journalists, we were so eager to have done what we call this follow-up investigation into the matter when the information broke out that it managed. So We was there, as you said, regularly on Saturday, full name dedications. You, myself, Garrison, and Harry Koneki to also do what we call this follow up. And on Sunday, we was there yesterday with
Yeah.
the people because there was this call meeting that was done by the people. But again, Joe, the reason why I think it was very important for us to also be part of these things, I also did some follow up because I was doing the stories. I wrote almost more than 8 to 9 paragraphs of the situation in that area, and I placed call to some of the local officials because, mind you, during the time of the expedition, there were a lot of allegations leveled against some government officials, including our lawmakers. So we were so eager to know as to what of these things that are being said by the people. The former 2023 presidential candidate. So again, we went there on Saturday. The first, it was almost like a drama, wherein we asked, we asked the town chief of the area, and we were like being afraid to say who will speak first. When I speak, we're not putting in trouble. So we're also left in Ghana because into that I just came from work. So you got to go uh, to where you have number of people because they were doing some topping at that particular time. When they're almost like the entire town was saying we can prepare now, we can speak. So again, the reason why you see we the journalists playing more role in this particular issue is, as I said earlier, we want to know the mining which is being done. What are the governments aware of the mining which is being done? One, as to what are those who are doing the mining, what are they got all of the legitimate documents are benefiting for what they should get from their town. Those are the reason why we went there to do follow up. We have dialogue. What are the finding? What we needed to know, or what are the people within that town are benefiting for the Chinese that are mining in that particular area.
Yeah, Harry, you wanna come in?
Yeah, so almost everything was summarized or explained in detail. But again, it is indeed a great pleasure using this great platform to actually enlighten the minds of our people concerning issues affecting our people in our country, our county, our districts across the entire globe. So when we got to Gbeken, it was highly dramatic. To some extent, actually at times not legitimate and who escorted us at the mining site. So when we got there, we inquired. The other guy told us their manager was on a new field that they opened. Yeah. So when we got to we passed by the old field and we got to the new field. I'm sorry that we are not actually using television for our people to actually see the level of exploitation in the soil that they have done within the soil for our people to actually see. I'm sorry that we don't have television to actually maybe use the video for them to see.
So for the past city TV is currently live, even though we have some difficulties with network, but in you log in for the past city, you will right now see the video because it's being displayed part by part without the photos.
Yeah. Okay, so we got to we passed by the previous one inside and we go to the new one now that they are operating. So when we got there, I mean, the guy saw us. We called the first black guy who was operating one of the yellow machines, the excavator. When we called him, he came to us politely. Well, none of the Chinese. Or something happening. Probably they were taking us to be security apparatus, but we are not security apparatus, but we went there to investigate this, expecting about people. Mind you, they also redirected a very large creek that we saw, a creek. Those are the environmental science. They know the impact of redirecting water, of course, and then the level of damages it will cause to the other water species or the species living within the water or other or speak the water is not flowing any longer. So other fishes and other animals within our water will actually die. So these are some of the things that we actually encounter in the field. But it was so good that we went there instead of following the say I say. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Henry. So I know I've taken the whole moderation from my man Peter.
Continue.
Yes, the stranger in the studio. So yes, you have all said it all. One of the things we have noticed is that yes, it's lower yet because of the volume. It is believed here, and in the instance they felt dissatisfied with the relationship with the individual they have gone to work for. Those two individuals who had claims in Gbeken. So instead of coming back to the town, they have decided to do their own thing before later coming back to the town. Now, we have also discovered that some Chinese, if not all, but some Chinese do not have resident permit or pass through immigration scrutiny. We also observe that according to Roman, we were told we are yet to verify that the company, the copy of the document that was given to them in the form of request, which we will come to later, they have notarized it without approval. How can you notarize an unapproved MOU? Because you must sit down, an MOU should carry the signature of both the company and the citizens. But they have notarized their own according to what we have gathered. We gather also that the MOU was in Senator Brown's office. Senator Brown's office had a copy of the MOU. And so our thought was, it was Senator Brown who headed the negotiation process between the Chinese and the people of Gbeken. Only for the Gbeken people to tell us that Senator Brown requested for that document to do ratification. And the Chinese still claim that they have an MOU. How can you have something that is yet to be ratified and approved to say it is an MOU? The next thing is that the company is yet to obtain environmental permit. That's why we understand. Because if you obtain the permit, just as Henry said, those from the Environmental Protection Agency will take into consideration those species that are living within that, premises that's surrounding before giving you the permit, because they are also state resources, and moreover, they are living things. It was yesterday again, Mr. Nimlen, Thomas Nimlen, and others who work for the company. They talk about negotiating on the table. They were negotiating with the company, was negotiating with the town people as to what should be the quality, the design, elementary. MOU will indicate the number is supposed to be built. That is the time frame. They also said there should be a clinic. We are yet to know whether there is a clinic. I don't know whether those who are viewing the video see the condition of the running water. The creeks are all damaged to where they are mining. And let me tell you, more than maybe 6 acres of land are being damaged, approximately. I think my colleagues from the first area to the second area where they are right now. And if you will redirect water, the very first thing you do is to seek the health, of the people by providing a safe drinking water. We understand that the town has one drinking water.
One drinking pump.
Let's say one drinking pump. And it is yet to be established whether it was constructed by the company or it has been in there. So they claim that they have an MOU, and they were in the meeting yesterday with they should negotiate who should provide a technician, that is an engineer, for the construction of the school. So what is the provision of that MOU, and from which phrase or portion of the MOU you can find such provision? The next thing is that who influence the people for temporary closure. The statutory superintendent was there, and the assistant superintendent for development, Honorable Nankoba, Fred Bateau.
And I will also come. I will. This is more. The development superintendent.
Yeah, idea. But Honorable Johnny, when those who were identified as Isaiah Kwabo, Superintendent Bateau back, and they left Honorable Johnny back. Now, I think Patrick will speak to that because he already spoke with Honorable Bateau on the follow-up. But I was told by Honorable Johnny that he's not in the know of the company resuming work because they have given them 2 weeks to have gone through the memorandum of understanding, that is the revisitation within the 2 weeks. Now, what they have done, it appears that those who have gone there, that is the Calway Concerned Youth, gave the company direction to present 100 bags of cement to the people and present just 10 pieces of solar light and its activities. Now, understand that the company had paid $240 to teachers that are in the town. Now, if you say you did not derive at a blueprint in an MOU, or you say you have an MOU and you do not have a blueprint, how do you carry cement? Because you should know the type of school you're building before you decide to buy materials. So I want to stop this part because we have some of our guys here who went there and they should make their input as well.
So before Patrick comes in, and let me also bring to the attention of the public that uh, the people, according to what we were told by the women leader in Gbeken, Madam Annie Nyangbe. Yeah. Yes, Madam Annie Nyangbe. She is, or she believes to be an influential woman.
And she was introduced yesterday in the meeting as the committee member. That is, it appears like the Zoom committee.
Committee member. So when they closed, or when they came to the conclusion for the temporary closure,
yesterday that the people of Gbeken introduced a committee to the company.
Yes.
Right in that forum. How could you introduce a committee to the company yesterday if you say you have already had an MOU?
So additionally, before coming to what she said, before you actually have a company operating, you must have first sit on a round table or sat on a round table and come up with coming up with MOU is not the issue of what the people say. The people will put forth what they need, and the company will say, okay, this is what we can do. This is the more that we are able to provide it, or these are the more that we can provide. Now, they never did that. And in another one, you can have yourself coming to one conclusion when you can't come about, let's say, operating in the area if there is no MOU. You cannot have an MOU without a timeline. Yeah. For the materials or for the development, the type of development that you need. So now, according to her, when they temporarily closed down the company, the Sour Money company, they told them our role needs to be, we have one hand pump, so we don't have school with it on the road. We started to rehabilitate the road. So according to her again, according to Madam Annie Nyambe again, after some days, the company said it was raining, so they could not continue with the road, and because of that, they stopped. So they said, but then since he said it is raining, the school. So when they talk about the school, it was, I think, Friday, either Friday or Thursday, last week, Thursday or Friday. That's the time they take the clearance of a little place, yeah, at the entrance of the town. So when they did the clearance, they told them that they needed school. So the school, according to them, they will be constructing 7 classrooms, elementary school. Wow. So in that process again, when they cleared the area, I mean, they were still operating while they were being given the 2 weeks period. So then another sticker issue about it is that you said you are listening. Why now coming to tell the community that do not allow anybody to come and infiltrate?
Yeah. That is to influence.
To influence you. Why are you afraid?
If they are full anyway, 3 years.
As to how we do this thing, because mind you, when the foreign nationals come to the country, they will not want to use yourself as a picture. Yesterday you were there, you must have sat down. The Chinese man impression of Mr. Ellis, who still want to know as to whether if it is really we got to see a Chinese man named Ellis. It's still bad for me. I'm still doubting this, in the sense that you didn't hear him say a single word. You have our own Liberian brother. Our own Liberian brother defending, press sinking, defending as to whether they know the kind of sad, the critical effect they're going to cause.
The contradiction was one man said he worked for SSCRC as a chief of security.
Yes, one Bani, one Bani,
Bani,
Daniel Bani.
In the sense, Joe, in the sense that you have
for the last 8 years. But then he went with Senator Brown for the last 8 years, and then he was retired from the EPS for the last 8 years.
So away from the contradiction, though, the reason why you see, as I said, and we are more involved, that our people in that area in Gbeken, I know one of they have wisdom is signing of a memorandum.
So we got to urge them to take time.
Yeah. So if they have not, then they also need to do some follow up, and we need to provide education to them.
And they need to involve the district of global memorandum of understanding.
Yeah, sure. So you have a Chinese money, and they are requesting in the sense that they're saying the Chinese should pay their role, or the money company should pay their role, which is good. The mining company should build an elementary school, which is good. The mining company should build and clean it, which is good, which is that benefit, build their pumps. Because
there's no specific number of pumps.
Yeah,
there's no stipulated time for the construction. All of what they're requesting for.
Some of what I come from.
And the risk is that is a mining, it's not agriculture. Anytime those people can say we're going out of this place because we are not getting any benefit,
sure,
who will be, them?
So we that come from the agricultural background, we know what we call soil hazard. Mining, it damages the soil, and it takes more years for that soil to be fertile. So people in that area need to be knowledgeable as to what they are doing. Now, what really also confused me and baffled me in the sense that you have Mr. Nimble defending it. Mr. Thomas Nimble, that they have started working there since February. And he claims since February
they are prospecting.
They are still prospecting. Then it's still
with the level of damage.
With the level of damage caused, they're still bothering that people need to be careful as to which agreement they are going into with the company. In the sense that after prospecting, so our people need to be careful. That is, if they are not signed,
the people of Gbeken still take that almost like record to the people as an MOU.
So there's a total difference between a MOU and a request. Because I sat in the meeting yesterday, they were telling the people without even coming to a written communication to say, we have written this point down that from May to June, we want you to build a palaver hall for us. And the company should agree, because anything that is not done at all or that is not done right is not done at all. So our people need to be careful, and their local authority need to be involved. I have placed a call to Mr. Fairbattle, who is the development superintendent. The reason why I placed a call to him, he is the current development superintendent. And anything that has to do with development, he needs to be in the know. When I placed a call, he didn't respond to my call, so I sent you a text. I sent you a text, and in the text, I said to him, Honorable Development Superintendent, my name is Patrick N. Mexat. I'm married the Voice of Truth, and I also write for the New Down newspaper. In the sense that I wanted him to have a of what I was asking him as to whether he also in the know as to whether a mining is ongoing. So when I sent him the message, he didn't respond to me until when I came back to say I'm doing a story concerning a illicit mining that is happening in Gbeken before it drew his attention. And he came back to me to say, how will you do a publication or a story without getting all of the necessary information? I said, no, Basu, I have called you. He didn't respond to my call. I've even placed text message to you. He didn't respond.
And so, Patrick, you know what people believe is that in as much as you have not spoken to all of the sources, you can do a publication.
Yeah, sure.
It's not so. You can say you still, in the process, in your subsequent publication, you're still making follow-up. So it doesn't matter. In fact, just sending him a test without response, that alone is a response on it in balancing the story. He was contacted, like for last night, I called Honorable Austin B. Taylor. He didn't pick my call. I called Senator Brown. He didn't pick my call as well.
Because Joe, these things are very important. During the time of the discussion, it was alleged. It was alleged by the white man, I know that white man, the Chinese.
Yeah, the Chinese man made reference to Honorable Taylor and Honorable Brown that they are all in the know.
They are in the know.
The county superintendent.
Yeah, they are in the know. So it was very good for us to have them informed. I don't know why are they now responding to most of our texts and our calls, because when these things are said against you and people who are listening, your citizens who voted you, and they're not informed, and you not come back to react to know whether you are actually in the know about what is happening, then they also leave doubt in the minds of our people. Now, if you have Chinese money in that area, and one of the issues which they need to do properly to have a MOU signed wherein the people will benefit. And our people too in that particular area, they don't know how sad and regretting it is for to have a mining being done.
And
that's
those
not money.
Them telling them that they will provide engineer.
How can
you provide engineer for the construction of the school? So how can you go to advocate for people and you provide an engineer?
So another thing here is that our people, especially the sons and daughters of Kalwe or Gbeken specifically
Gbeken, because once they were cautioned yesterday by Mr. Nimland that nobody should come from elsewhere to infiltrate. It is an indication that they will not want to listen to anyone and feel that they have the land. Listen to the remark one of them made yesterday when we were brainstorming, and he said, oh, but the other guy, when we talk to him, he doesn't want to listen. But you're leaving that his land is spoiled.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Yes, the guy said it.
So yeah, let's say tomorrow, in the case where you do not have any place to brush and you go to your man, in fact, with the condition of that land, it will be difficult for any agriculture company to accept that particular. you know, for industrial farming.
So when they got ready, you know, you can have somebody who they think they want to help you. I mean, since February up to present, you can tell me that you're still prospecting.
Again, people cannot make reference as to whether those people provided any document from the Ministry of Mines and Energy, because it's supposed to present all of their documents to the Southtown people because they have a place. They use it as an evidence that the government is in the know of their going.
Because they are not actually treating our people fine. Not because our people are living in the hinterland, so you should take advantage of them. You go to them, convince them. I mean, it was actually frustrating. And I'm yet to know why Mr. Nimble and the rest of the guys who went there with the actually MOU. They are not putting the interest of Liberia first. They are putting their self-interest. Mind you, that place could benefit your child, your children, and your unborn children to come. The community there, most of them think that to just get food. Some of them might think that to just get food and eat is all about it, and that's not how it is.
I think in my mind, that's how the people thinking.
And that's how they're thinking. It's not about what you will eat.
But we get the land. We're not benefiting. Somebody come and bring 200. See the kind of requirement they were given, in the sense that they have to come out to tell the people, you don't know, how can a person agree that he will give you 100,000. I was asking Mr. Fred Battle as to whether these people have met his office as development superintendent, whether they are aware, whether they know that these people have lesson, whether they are being permitted. Because up to present, we have not heard that they have met the requirement from the national, the Environmental Protection Agency. We have not heard that before. Whether they got a lesson. But if they have a lesson, then that claim of they going there because they went there because there were two persons that were working that subcontracted them to come and work there. It was by that mean they went there. So if they have gone there without a legitimate document, then the local authority need to speak to this issue. So they have gone there without legitimate document, then they come to the senators, like Senator Barney, Senator Brown, need to let us know. If they are gone there without a legitimate document, then the representative of that district, Honorable Hoskin Taylor, need to respond and speak to that issue, because the district is being badly affected. We're just taking it from this present reality. After 4 or 5 years, that particular soil will not have no use, because we all know what happens when people are doing mining on a soil. After 4 or 5 years, we will not have more access to planting. The people who are in that area will think that they are benefiting today, because some of the people that I saw yesterday, Joe, some of them are the age of 60, 70, 80. maybe about what will happen when they shall leave this particular area. What are the children that come after them will benefit? So our people need to think in that direction.
Regrettably, the youth and women were not in number, and those are people who are the direct beneficiaries of those, those benefits.
Like Joe, you see, a regrettable and frustrating part about it is that what I've actually observed yesterday was the quote unquote Ellis guy, this Chinese guy, the guy whose name we are yet to believe whether in reality his name is Ellis. Why the chiefs and elders was they were actually addressing him. He was standing out, making phone calls. Yeah, is the kind of man taking us to be serious people?
So Henry,
frankly speaking,
that could not be our concern because the people were satisfied.
Yeah,
but let's talk about
but these are issues. These are issues that you make you to know that this person is here for serious business, and this person is ready to take off for serious business. Now, you claim that you have an agreement. Again, I'm glad that one of the elders actually he was very clear that we have not signed agreement, but mind you, there's a possibility that the same percentage youth that came from here will still come back and post up to you. That's the time Mr. Nimble actually got up and started to say, do not allow anybody to infiltrate. Making different.
And Harry, let also consciously some of our young people. We are blessed to leave our very own man and partner on the village. Let me just make it a simple context. All the villages, they send out to school, want to come back, learn, and go back so that we can educate them on what we have achieved when we're in school, the difference that we have shown when we have left the village and came to town to go to school. That you have youth. As I said earlier, some of our own friends and brothers, the young people, they are the ones that are influencing things. They went there as concerned youth of Kano, and they engaged the people of Gbeken. We'll open the lamp, though. We'll open the lamp. They engaged the people of Gbeken with a sensitive ideas that we can have a Soar mining company in this area of mining, and our people still drinking for one drinking pump in the whole Gbeken.
As big as the town is,
as big as Gbeken, they have
no school.
That town per population estimate. I think that the people around there more than 4,000. I stand to be corrected. Okay, I will say I stand to be corrected as by estimate. So if you have just single pump in the whole town of Gbeken, then it also worries all of us because the money that is ongoing there, most of the
you are telling those who will be out of patience to stand for a long time to go to the creek and fetch their drinking water.
Because the creeks now being damaged because of the ongoing there. So there is a reason that our local people give us more details about how the money is ongoing in that particular area. I think that our people will be on course to know what is happening. Now, our own people that are in that particular area, they need to also do some follow-up, asking people, what does it require for people to sign memorandum of understanding? In the sense that they were in the meeting, sitting in the meeting where you don't have the youth. I think no active youth were in that particular hall during the time of the discussion.
They even started a discussion before they call for the women.
Yeah, you don't have women part of the process because even the elder, just few elders. So I know Gbeken because I went to Gbeken once during the time of Mr. Edana coming. I know the population in Gbeken. Not much of them were there. Now, what I thought they should have been discussed or going to be discussing during the time of the meeting was to start telling the people that we have signed this MOU. You need to go by this MOU. But almost like they were requesting to the people, oh, you see, you'll obey our school. What will obey our school? People are mining within your area. Now, you needed to have been asking them that the MOU that we have signed, when are you waiting to do the work? But they were asking.
In fact, Patrick, it's not when, let's say, when are you going to do the work? You place the MOU copy before you as a party. And as the next party, this is the time frame. From this May to July, you're supposed to, finish constructing the elementary school. What's the hold on? So it's not something that you will be guessing from your head and say, oh, who will bring engineer? Then the next man say, yeah. As I say, you are coming to bring engineer, you say, yeah. And send that you're billing it now. So that you're sort bring engineer. Imagine that. Now, the next thing the company tell is that Mr. Nimble said until the county development superintendent come to the county before they do groundbreaking. Let's say the county superintendent
who is not in the county.
Next Monday 15.
So in the case mayor has engagement outside of the county, it means that the school cannot be constructed. How can an MOU subject or be tied to the implementation of an MOU be tied to an individual?
So Joe, it requires a lot of awareness to our people, and that's why we, the media, now we play a pivotal role, because most of our people in that particular town, that part of Maryland, they are not knowledgeable. As I said, they are not knowledgeable to what is happening currently, and if they are not careful,
they will lose.
If they are not careful, they will lose, and they will not get
see
all.
It as an opportunity,
they will not get all the opportunity. And
game.
we need to clear that for their mind, that they current day reality wherein somebody want to work on your area and take maybe $100 US and give it to you. You only see it because the person giving $100 US at that movement, but you are not taking into consideration the sad, the impact, the difficulty, the kind of hardship you're going to cause on your generation. If you're not taking that into consideration, you also be causing more harm. And our youth that also in a constant habit, because I know most of the companies will always prefer passing through maybe the youth, just few handful. I would say, give us the money or give us any amount of money. We'll go there, we'll talk to our people. They are people we can talk to them, they will listen to us. We need to stop this thing, because time will come when this kind of effect is caused, when damage already been caused, it's going to take time for us to rebuild what has been caused by the damage. So that you also need to be careful. Let us go there to educate our old people so that they can sit on the round table, so that they can sign these agreements that we're talking about. Because the agreement will be a backing that they will use. I was surprised yesterday. I wanted for them to show a copy of their MOU, but almost like they were everybody talking. One person stood out. What are your BR school? Almost the entire meeting was about.
Nobody could show a copy.
What are your BR school? The whole topic was about what are your BR school.
Is that in the case where you do not know whether this company is standing legally or not legally, anytime the government evacuate them from the forest, you lost. The government will now wait for them to pay whatever they due you. They will just take them out of the forest, and you know if they are there for prosecution. So you got to be smart, and you got to be willing. You got to be patient a bit. Do not rush. I know the time you can want to use the latrine, that is the time you can know the importance of tissue. But for you to be on the safe side, you got to always get a piece of tissue in your back pocket, always, so that you cannot jam yourself up. But if you act like that, that is the only time for development. Hey, your children will blame you. The decisions we take today will determine the future of our children, and us, or they will praise us for the decision we take today. So we should take our own time as people of Calway. We should take our own time as people of Gbeken. Let's ask this company, what is your legal standing? Give us the copies of these documents you brought to us to believe that truly the government sent you to this side. All right? Because nobody will just see your road open and go inside and say, oh, government sent me, and you say, yeah, I agree. Especially people who pass through another person.
But
through contract.
Do you think that they got, because you heard them say that there were two miners that had claimed, and they invited the Soar mining company to just go do subcontract. It was bad that the Soar also requested for their own claim. So almost like a clear indication that
they develop interest.
Yeah, they
saw what they were taking out for those guys.
So still be questioning as to whether they have passed through the proper process is, for me, still thinking as to whether the writing was done. One, having said it previously that if they show they have passed through the proper process, by the time they should not be complaining. Why would you think that, oh, taking his picture? And so as I was asking, think that we careful as to how we embrace this kind of thing, because it also causing more losses for our country. I just took off. The local officials also do need to be careful, because they just took off. They have not gone more than 4 or 5 months.
Patrick,
so they have to be careful. Then what the way in which people now taking it because it's being alleged. I'm hearing this rumor that they give it I know appreciation. Talking to the broadcast for this, well, if that is true, then it shows that they are getting more from that particular. So then our people need to be careful.
So which we do not want to dwell on.
Yeah,
right
that's
now,
I don't want to dwell on it too much because it's being alleged. So that people, the local authority, need to also exonerate themselves from this thing to speak to the public, to tell the public as to whether these people have passed through the proper process. As we speak, have tried contacting the money agent in the country up to present. When you call him, he will not respond to your call. Who's Fernando.
I try calling him, but he's not
responding to because he also the money agent and need to tell as to whether these people have passed through the proper process. We also need to try our best to speak to the if maybe EPA has an agent here, we need to speak to the EPA agent to know whether he have done what we call an investigation to go and view that particular area because there are a lot of species that are being damaged by the mining which is ongoing there. You know how is it going to cause our country or our country the loss is going to cause? So our people need to be very careful, not to rush, not to just eat because they want to eat the $20 that the Chinese man will, as soon as you open to talk to him, you shove your hand in his bed, take out $20, he give it to you. You think that the $20 he giving to you is going to help you for your lifetime. You also need to be careful because the damage is going to cause. Our people, when they are not knowledgeable, they have to be knowledgeable to these things now. Signing MOU, it doesn't require a gentleman thing. MOU is a process wherein you have to have the Labor Commission involved. Thank God we have Mr. Thomas Kumar, who here for Calway. Perhaps maybe Thomas Kumar is about that particular money MOU which has been signed. You have to have the Ministry of Agriculture representative. If they have the Ministry of Agriculture representing the county, need to be in the know because it's all about forest.
I think it's one of those who's supposed to do his assessment as to whether they have labor permit.
The labor, because they got people there working.
Yeah.
As to whether they have meet up with the labor requirement,
whether they are paying those
our Liberians brother that are working there, they need to also let them know. The Ministry of Agriculture need to know because they're also damaging the forest. They have deforestation ongoing. They're uprooting the trees because they want to do the mining. So the Ministry of Agriculture need to maybe they should have done an assessment to know the damage maybe causing. And the local authority also need to be a part of that. So I think the people need to be careful and as to how they rush into the MOU thing so that they can lose all the opportunity they need to get in the future.
So I think we've gone a longer time now. We have to invite
3 minutes now in a conversation.
All right, so we have to invite the audience because they've been listening and being patient to listen to some of these things. And we have a number of Kalwe citizens residing here in Plibo. So you can call us now on 0776 697 767, 0776 697 767, or 0555 6373 11, 0555 6373 11, and be a part of the discussion. Hello.
Good evening, Peter.
Good evening. What is your name? Where do you call from?
This is Briscoe Sape from Plibo tonight.
Okay, go ahead. I guess you've been listening to the broadcast.
Yeah, thank you for the show and also thank you to your studio guests.
Without studio guys here.
Tell me, go ahead.
They also well. I will tell you your colleagues.
All right.
Your colleagues, they also well, and we want to appreciate them for their concern because it means well for every one of us. Not because we are now residing in Gbeken, so anything that is affecting the area we should see completed.
All right.
It is the right of every Liberian to see the well-being of this country. So we want to appreciate the team and want to first for the site that they performed. I was in Gbeken yesterday when Patrick arrived. For me, I went on a different issue. Well, previously I went there, and those things that Patrick are saying, it is 100% because the manner in which our people are suffering in Gbeken and really who are exporting the resources the soil in Gbeken, is not really satisfying every one of us. So we want to say thank you that they went there and then they were able to involve other people, the local county authority, and whether they were in the know, we want to really know as to where our local local council officials are in the know about the manner in which the people are suffering, our people understand. So we wanted to take down their best to link with everyone of them so that we can get clarity from them because they will provide all the necessary information as to how the people get there. Thank you for the show.
Thank you so much. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
What's your name? Where do you call from?
Yeah, I'm Joe Jackson.
Where do you call from?
I come from Bishop Town, Zone 1B.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for the show. You see these guys, you know, they were in refugee. They saying that they exploited the people there, the youth of that area. You know, the never run understanding the Kimbo, just the same thing you're saying there. They are exploited the people as the people have to stay there from that place traditionally. So that the same thing they do to Gbeken, you know, I understand that part of refugee. So we are still Nigerians. The people, you have to be very careful. They are exploited the area, the same contract with the same $100,000 and more.
All right.
But the people disagree and I had to left that place. So they in Gbeken.
Thank you so much.
That's the area.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. What is your name? Where do you come from?
Yeah, this is Mr. Robert Wesley calling from Zone 4.
Go ahead.
Thank you, man, for the show this morning. We were right there. I mean,
All right.
I know our people can do something that really bad, but I don't know. One business will not be us to succeed. But our people show that kind of money business, and I was trying to be challenged that I was done before. What would we do about it? That's why they go people here, they can just run around the whole country and kind of see the other one people bring them, they have to not keep to accept them. So thank you for that. You might say, well, yeah, I have my land, you can't see that they will not something like this. All right. Now, for me to be able to tell us, you really give me a feel bad for the time to go to Gbeken the other thing. Really, it's something for us to talk about.
Thank you all so much. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello?
What's your name? Where do you call from?
I need a job, master calling from Zoom. So,
Go ahead. What's your concern?
yeah, my concern is about this Gbeken issue. I'm not saying I work Gbeken.
All right.
But people, yeah, I'm not saying I work Gbeken. But the people that money caution too much, their money caution is very much. You see, how you will tell people on the road to go and work, then you the child citizen, you are not going behind it. You see? But you say that you want to bring everyone to
All right.
you got that? Yeah, you see that one of
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's take another person. All right. Hello?
Hello?
What's your name and where do you call from?
I am Gabriel Eskimo.
Okay, go ahead, Gabriel.
So,
Yeah.
I was just communicated to that we were just communicated in so many ways. So I just called to make a lot of clarity to us what you are issuing.
So what are some of those ways you were told that you were implicated?
So people coming out telling us that we stand for company, want the best for company. It's a diabolical lie.
Then you go back to the people to tell them for reconsideration because the people of Gbeken listening.
Huh?
Didn't you go back after the closure to tell the people that you were sent by Senator Brown and the county superintendent for reconsideration for 2 weeks?
Yeah, so I want to provide information. Thank you, Joe.
All right.
The issue of Kano district is all about us. Such will not in no way as young people to stay in direction with just in the middle of people money. Care our culture across our receive of class.
All right.
You just got to understand what went wrong in the process. So when we went to the process, we did our report to the county authority. We did the report to the county authority some need to venture into this process. There was a communication because the lower house, upper house, hoping that the communication was coming back to serve our people the right due diligence. In that direction, the county authority, Henko, with consultation with the people of staff of Honorable Brown office. So they were the people that called us.
That is Mr. Daniel Williams.
Yes.
Okay.
The key officer do that, the communication is road or is sent to us or reaching us. So what we do is distributing in the county. So everything we turn over to the development superintendent for proper investigation. So we say okay. I'm hoping that the proper the development superintendent are calling us and call upon the local authority that have gathered to people. So our ultimate surprise, we call back. They said we have reached a decision in consultation with the senator because the first MOU that the company has I said the high in association we saw at the Google MOU was sent to Brown office and that we also stated. Now the chief officers smartly went in own direction of beneath to us, hoping that because now you want to representing the office of the senator, to what come his mouth, absolutely will feel and think that it is a senator that implemented the order. Because we don't have options. So now in that direction, we
Musu, I beg you, let me break you small.
Hello.
Let me break you small. So those of you listening, if you have the number of Senator Brown, Chief of Office Staff, Mr. Daniel Williams, you can, quickly contact him to make a clarity on the show. I beg you. Musu, go ahead. Thank you. Let's say sorry for the break.
Yeah, let me provide information.
All right.
So I want to ask you because this morning when I was directing on radio, at 2 o'clock of Gbeken in the morning, I slept in. I want to break in the morning. When 2 o'clock of Gbeken in the morning, I follow Garrison something the same thing. So I make a clarification. So it's good for all the make clarification to our people to know what's happening. Now, so to our ultimate surprise, we take a call. So I was here in Hapo, and then I'll do my last test, my funnel. To call Isaiah, indeed, we want as a country, you guys do the case too. We want you to go back to the people that I will be away for the country in 2 weeks' time. So in like 2 weeks' time, the on the senator office and the for to start knowing that there's school blocks. But that was a major thing only agenda of the agenda. So we said, how do this work? He said, but as we speak now, we can't be authority, so we have to can't be authority said, all we have to do for us that we have to go and tell to give them for 2 weeks. You said, all major parties, major schools as well, to be on ground. So we get to you say yes. So that direction, he said, we get to accept it. We make that same very decision to call them. If we don't accept the 1 week. So the same was this Wednesday. You have Monday will left on this one, Monday they carry on back of cement. In the middle of implementing what they told us. While we are still within the route, and what things the MOU are being there, all of us, between the local authority, we are going to Gbeken. On Wednesday, I received a call from the various regions about also how come. So I want to explain the issue no more. When we call the communicated to me, we do a whole thing. Not say I got stuck. So, but what is it? Effectively, before me, he called the minister. The minister let them out. Before me, when he called the minister, let them out. Minister said it in my face that minister moved to the superintendent of the country have no right to authorize people to go where. So what we do now? Just carry police back. Just carry police to the people and then just make sure that this gets closed. We say, okay. So I waited for the development superintendent who are making these powers. So I ultimately support the legislature, people communicate that the police director here, and then there was no way out to getting the police to go. Now,
So let hold you there. No, just summarize. Because we
on Friday,
yeah.
on Friday, we hear the word going back to know that because this unfolding shall be the one we finish. On Friday, we decided to go there, but I have a personal issue. I was running around, so didn't go Friday. So Saturday, we communicated to our first member there, and indeed, the people did not do well. What they told us. So hopefully, Sunday I will be there. We are yesterday, but there was a program I had to attend, but I decided to postpone it. That was after the service. I went down to people and went to Gbeken. This morning, I sampled everybody, the transition people, the women, everybody in Gbeken this morning. And I made it to announce that indeed the county authority told us that we should tell the people to do another company. And people consider this became our culture because that we for company, we never want this in our own rational way. We saw what the company is doing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm very big people this morning. Let the company be. Let the operation be shut down. Because we accept it. That's what we wanted. And today I let the message there, and the two are being shut down.
All right. For the second time, right?
Yes, today as I speak. I just did
so
job today.
Okay. So the last time you've gone there for the 2 weeks consideration, did you hear from Senator Brown and Representative Austin Taylor?
To Senator Brown, I kept saying this. It was a chief officer who represented a lot of information that once he did this, Senator Brown's office.
Okay, so he
communication with him. Now, Mr. Brown Canada, all what was doing was pointing. So meaning he stopped the country, the office at their back.
Yeah, so my friend will come in, but before we go to Herring, why should you accept an offer to the people of Gbeken in the absence of the revision of the MOU that you are fighting for? In fact, if there is no MOU.
So what along the joke, me and President around the company got an MOU. I think they received from the Brown working on, but then the people of the side just took our MOU and sent directly to command. We did not notorize. So we requested for them to notarize MOU.
Who notarized it?
Huh?
Who notarized it?
The company notarized the MOU. So they only really control this book. So upon this, and we made an improvement because there was a room. It was who says that the MOU still has the right, the community has the right to work through improvement or re-amendment on the MOU.
Yeah, Harry, you can come in.
It does not stop the fact that the company still not have the right to get what was measured out. So that was the distributor said, if we cement to be loaded, or they will be carried out, or be loaded to go to Gbeken.
So what was the clue intended in the absence of the blueprint of the school that you have to order the dispatch of 100 cement bags to Gbeken?
Hello?
Yes. What was his clue? How did he arrive at 100 bags of cement to be taken to Gbeken in the absence of a blueprint for the school?
1.5 million questions, Joe. It's one of the negative we ask things. And then the development citizen, after developmental explanation of blueprint so forth. So we need to appreciate the development citizen. But the development citizen said to us that the citizen did not communicate to him instead of how things were going so forth. So there was the county authority, they are like, if I not component to our local authority was on, it just ever mistake that they ever going through. So they know what we were going through. So I'm here this morning. That's why we said our information that we already make clear to get through that. This anything must start. So again, we to come out with documentation. Our Brown must call and tell that this person is telling, representing the office. Our Taylor will call and tell that the person is telling, representing the office, and the distributor itself will be on ground. So nobody will come from the other side to say,
Musu.
We trusted the government. We believe in the government. This is just a new government.
Yeah. Let's go to the issue. Let's leave the issue of the government.
Musu. Hello.
Henry, go ahead with the question.
So I want to ask you a question. Do you have a copy of the notarized memorandum of understanding from the community and the company? Okay.
So who are those signatures to it?
My second question is, who are those that are signatory to the document? Besides that, the next question is your explanation. Does that mean that the company is operating in that place illegally? Because you said, please listen. You said in your presence when the development superintendent called the minister in your presence, according to you, the mines and energy minister instructed them to take police to that place to stop their operation. So does that mean that they are operating there illegally?
That's how it sounds. That's what it means. Yes, he said to us, he said to me that when you put bad mobile phone, the person is all.
I know Musun cut off, but I think we have to reconnect him.
Joe,
Yeah.
he will not take all of the time. I think
It is important. Hello? Oh,
Joe, the man will not take all of the time. I think he has said it all.
Yes.
There are a lot of in his explanations that already the major issue is the
hello?
mass and energy have made it clear that
Yeah, what's your name and where do you come from?
There's no need to waste time.
Okay, Mr. Wesley, thank you so much. This is Mr. Jacob Yancy. I'm currently in people zone number 10.
Okay, Calway Youth President, tell us.
Calway Youth President.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Wesley, once again, and let me appreciate all the media team.
Just go straihtly to the issue. When we finish, we always talk about the thank you, my man.
Okay. Okay, so let me just tell you what my man Gabriel is just sitting there. I'm the one that just connected him and showing this the issue over voice of people calling it. You need to call and provide updates.
Yes.
Okay, let me go directly to the point. When this company business came about in the district, I was the very first person that communicated with our Lord Mayor, Senator Gabriel Brown.
All right.
And Honorable Upton B. Taylor. Because when I communicated with them, they told me that Honorable Taylor said he started sending in the sea to go and check for the name of the company and what have you. For Honorable Brown, he said he was going to get back to me. And since then, I've been calling them. They did that talking about that 2 months now.
All right.
Since then, I've been calling. He don't want to pick up my call. So I believe that the independent people in Caldwell or in Maryland County that is start to work away that is due to be Yes. So with this point, I want to appreciate you guys. So for the second thing, Gabriel, he raised the line after we communicated with the people and when I get the clarity can go and know how the people are operating in Caldwell.
All right.
And so we joined in the process. We went 2 different times. We went to a meeting. The first meeting, it was not part to the extent that we could make decision.
All right.
We said let's go and plan the second meeting, which is what we did. Second point, we all started moving here and there. But unfortunately, all the carry on being the district youth president, I'm not even know how they are operating. I don't know how they are operating.
So you were trusted. Jacob.
Yes. The day I called the district youth leadership that we're going to Gbeken to ask the people of Gbeken beside the concerned youth. That's the day the campaign, or leadership went there and they put, stuff to the people. So we also we're really planning to go there and ask the people how the people are very operating. But since then we are not finding the things, they will still working on things.
All right, thank you so much.
So all that the people shut down. We're very happy, but just yesterday information reached me again and the people started operation again. So I just communicated with him and told him, I'm like, Gabriel, this is the information that I got, and what he just explained over there. I monitor him. It's the same thing that he told me.
All right.
But what happened when we always decided data? You know my position in the district, I'm the youth, and when we make you as concerned you to raise the alarm, to get me involved because when this thing comes to push kind of start.
Joe the mayor said it.
So a message. You've given your message.
Let me call.
All right. Okay. So 0776697767 0555 636, that's 637311. You can call us right now and be a part of the show. Now, I think there are a series of questions that when we mine, we have to be on this broadcast of the tomorrow morning. There are, issues that are raising concerns. Senator Brown is not in the know, but his office staff has a copy of the MOU. And the implication was...
How is it possible?
Yeah. The implication was Senator Brown was leading the negotiation only to understand that he requested for ratification In the absence of the rectification, the Gbeken people decided to do business with the people.
Yeah, good evening.
Why didn't they cost back Senator Brown? Good evening.
Yeah, there's a German that calling from newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the show. You see the problem there? People will not look at it now. And if all know that the journalists are the ones who are institutions, they're there to fly the issue out.
All right.
The superintendent, the service superintendent, development superintendent, along with other people. Now, when I think we should hire up, and the president take action now, they will decide all part of mental needs. The Brown with
that we miss him, but you can call us on 07. By the no, it's like network is fluctuating. So, but you can still call us on 0776. It's 9697. Yeah, Jacob, I think we talked with you already. Is there any different message that you intend to bring in?
Okay, so you want to
Made of when? Yeah.
That's very early.
Which we do not want to.
Yeah.
Idea is that they should be able to provide.
I just want to say that they were brand new government work out in power. So looking at the issue, I think I listened to the issue you president was saying that the platform Brown and he does not want to pick up my people. What is the problem for which he can't identify with it? What all of these things is about? And if many people don't put at the end, they're going to start saying they don't want to listen to them. So someone is trying to call and they don't want to pick up. They even, for them, even saying people to go and monitor. People now fighting their own fight. To call them, they don't want to listen, my brother. So these things are not really good. They're not good for us. People will not really feel the important when election is coming to us, or when they feel that election is coming here again. So my brother, I just want to say things over the top. You continue to talk. And I will be talking. Anybody who will not almost say that will look at the people in the society, my brother. Only call will protect you. So thank you very much for this topic on the discussion.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you so much for the discussion, for your point. Our main aim is to see either a team of civil society actors or NGOs that are concerned with the issue going inside there to brainwash the issue.
Yes.
Let's say the people before, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Wilson, can you please protect me because I'm the youth.
Then you have to do it hurriedly, my man. You have to do it hurriedly.
Let me provide information.
You have to do it hurriedly because we don't want to go way back. We want to speak directly to the issue at hand.
As I was saying, our lawmaker has many people in the district or in the county they can call them anytime they can pick up their call.
So let's go to the mining side.
Yeah. Yes. The guy brother from Calway or Isaiah Prabo. You were one of the witnesses when West Now Company was bringing the district there. They don't have document that submit them for bringing the area there.
And you one of those advocated.
Very good. We all were in that jam. Today when I left the district. So now company can go to Gbeken.
And Jacob, let me just cross in front of you. People came from Gbeken for the West Nile MOU negotiation, but they drafted their own request and handed it over to the company in the name of MOU. Didn't they see what they have gone through in Kaloken?
Sure. So, Mr. Wilson, thank you and thank God you are one of those who are from Kalwe and you are following Kalwe activities. our people, when we don't mass, people in Calway, they are spending family in Calway that believe in personal benefit. So these are things that are happening here about this way. But we don't mind if we call it this way. As the caller was saying, even if this way they are told I'm going to call you, you have to respect their call under no condition to answer them because we are the people
So Jacob,
that know what is happening in this way.
as a youth leader, what is your plan?
Okay, so my plan now is to mobilize the youth to show this thing in the gap, go and post up to the company. That's what I'm planning now to do.
But what particularly are you looking for before putting stop? What is expected from the company?
Yes, what we're looking at is we don't have like, the legitimate document that could permit them to operate here about this case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
all right.
We don't have documents that can give them the ground to operate here about this case until they can do the right thing. But what happened? One of the quarters, money company, there are people that can go at any time. There are people that can go at any time. They do not believe in development.
All right.
So thank you. Let me get it all up with you. Let's still monitor and see how best you can talk to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name and where do you call from?
I'm Samuel SP Dennis. I do join for 278 vacation time.
Go ahead, Mr. Dennis.
Thank you for the show. I've been listening to all of it as elaborating on. But I think the best person is the office staff of Honorable J. Brown should be able to explain yourself because there is nobody who work in line without their boss. Mr. Brown must know something further about what is happening. You know what, give the office staff to go ahead. They can get your money to any other thing. So Mr. Brown should answer the call and clear his path, whether and don't say his office staff or don't my understanding. You know what, give the office staff to go ahead to go on with what they are doing.
So
the issue of
So he's a basic person. We are still making follow up with him.
Yeah. So the issue of the youth president putting people together to post up to the government, I think the best people is the mass people. They are the best people to go and post up to the government.
My brother, he said, Mellow story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not the youth, please. They shouldn't take law on their hands.
No, the youth can do. The youth can do. The youth can do because they are the custodians of the land. In fact, they are the direct people who are supposed to be benefited from any initiative. Yeah, so they have the right to do. So let's take the next caller. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, what's your name and where do you come from? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Rodney said the youth are the custodian of that land, so they got the power to post up to the command. And if anything go wrong, we hold the local leadership responsible.
All right.
We got the people are crying. The senator and the representative, they're there, they get it. How the MOU will reach on the Brown office? They say you're not aware. What is the
Oh, wow, my man, it look like you living in song in a hole. Yeah, man, we are sorry. So to my brother Dennis talking about the Ministry of Mines and Energy. The very first thing when you carry somebody somewhere, no miner can enter the bush without an introduction being made by the ministry agents here to the town. Hello? Yeah, how are you?
Thank God.
Okay. Your name and where do you call from? Santo Wesley?
Yeah, from Rescue Mission Community, too, you get better.
Go ahead.
Rescue Mission, what? Say for where?
I think for Rescue Mission Community, too, you get better.
Yeah, that's what we're coming out. Go ahead, man, I hear you.
Go ahead, Rescue Mission Community. I'm up for rescuing your
my man, the man is time.
What is rescuing your community? Rescue Mission.
The man is time.
How much I walk over your community?
Santo, go ahead. All right, thank you too.
Yeah, the other side, the superintendent is new, and we get a principal deputy of the superintendent is here.
Even the Chinese guy who is considered as a CEO, he said the superintendent is in the know. The Chinese guy who is considered as the CEO, he said the superintendent, Senator Brown, the Minister of Mines and Energy, Honorable Austin Taylor, he made reference to all of them that he normally communicate with them, which we do not believe until we make a follow-up as well.
Yeah, for your contact, well, fair back to this. You are still 2 years back. No only problem.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so, Patrick.
So, Joe,
So to me, there are a lot of issues, a lot of contradictions, and a lot of concerns that all of us need to really observe, as I said earlier. And I mean also Arthur Santo is very early for us to start hearing this kind of thing.
Even though Liberia had been here before Boaka came into power.
Yeah.
So we can still do the same normal thing.
Yeah, I know that normal thing. But again, Liberian expectations are so high, and the reason why there were a lot of change made in this country was because we want the right thing, or the people wanted the right thing to be done. So there should be no reason why we will go back to the normal thing that we used to do, or we usually do. That for me, there are other things I also catch up from Gabriel Musu, where he said that the senator said he is not in the know, but his staff has the copy which was sent to the senator that needed to have been given to the senator being received and based on rectification. Because we were there, the people said they wanted for the senator to do some addition on their MOU that they wrote down. So for us to be hearing now that the copy of that MOU was not given to the senator, it was given to a company, the Chinese company, and they quickly go and notarize. They quickly go and notarize it. There should be a serious concern towards that matter. That is, that particular office staff in the office of the senator need to answer a question as to why will he give a copy,
and not an ordinary person,
yeah, not ordinary office staff, the chief of office staff, a copy that should be given to the senator and giving it to the Chinese to do a notarization on that document, and he also need to answer a question. And I also listened to Gabriel Musu when he said, Gabriel, that they, in the presence of he and the development superintendent, they placed a call to the Minister of Mass Energy that he said he also not in the know that they don't have a legitimate document to mine in a particular area. Then it also raises a serious concern.
And they instructed them to carry police.
Yeah, police to go take them. And up to present, our people still there are still there requesting to these companies that they should pay them at school. Our people need to know that what is happening in our country, we should not be going back to the old things that happened in the past. Now we have reached a stage in Liberia that all of us need to be knowledgeable about how we need to benefit from our own natural resources. The natural resources need to help you, your children, and your children to come. So when you allow any exploitation on your soil, in the sense that you're thinking about your future today, or thinking about your present today, you're going to be causing more harm for your people. Our youth need to stand strong. They need to go there to do all the follow-up.
The women as well.
And the women need to stand strong. Though what I saw yesterday, where you have all of the women in the town, only one woman was talking, you couldn't hear the other women say anything about it. They also question the significance of the women present in that particular area. Our people need to wake up from their sleep. We, the media, will play our role. We'll not be the one to panic police.
Let me.
You were not us going there to protest.
Yeah, protest.
But we will not
consult you so that you will only consult you so that you can do the right thing, so that you can also let the right thing be done. But our people should not sit there. Let them go and wake up. If the company in question, or if the company in question have left from River G County, which has raised concern, and coming to Gbeken, and in my mind, because I heard he's saying he has been in Liberia for more than 15 years. I heard him saying he has been in Liberia for more than 15 years. So Gbeken is not the first area he has been. So there should be more concern that we should be raising as to what have happened to those places he left, that he worked. Remember, this thing happened in the past.
So Jack is adopted to his trip.
So we have to be careful. So Joe, in conclusion, because I know we are observing the time, in conclusion, our people, our local authority, specifically the development superintendent, the county superintendent, and all of government officials need to give us more clarity. If Mr. Solomon Johnny will be saying he not in the know, then also so far to know that the development superintendent of the district is not in the know about mining going on in his own area.
Yeah.
Then we need to do follow up. When the development superintendent will also be doing follow up with the minister of mass what his involvement in this particular matter. Money is done. His staff and management of the radio will continue to raise the issues.
Patrick, Grace to work with Senator Brown.
One quabble. That no Chinese man will not get money. I say I didn't get it, but I just say one thing. I know co-worker with the I know Soar company. So Mr. Nimble need to also make.
And what Isaac? I think Isaac swing.
And you know what really for me is that the man made reference to us that he was somebody
he said the joint know me. And we know he had a lot. We had a lot of protests.
There was a saga with the MOP and the just for Minister Selly to make a call. He said
let me appreciate
the struggle. You say consider it done.
And let me appreciate the people at Mr. Nimble should also exonerate self for this kind of thing because these things are bad. It's a damaged character. The Chinese man today putting yourself in the picture that damaging your people, property, your people land and story. They will go tomorrow. So Mr. Nimble, Mr. Asset Swen for Harper, Mr. Daniel, and Mr. Hima Sharif, who is the black manager.
Yeah.
Who I think he hailed from Cadway, a son of Cadway.
No, he can't hail from
No, Sharif Nyama. Sheriff
no, even it can be Sheriff Nyama.
But Joe, I was told yesterday. I was told yesterday that
Nyama is a Grebo name. Sheriff is never a Kalwe name, neither a Grebo name. So if you double Grebo and either a Mandingo name, then you tell us that you hail from Kalwe.
Okay.
It just
but one of his parents. That what I was told.
One of his parents.
It is possible you can.
My name is Patrick Mesa.
You can name your child.
Okay.
Your friend.
So it depends the first name.
Yeah.
So Joe, our Liberian brother that involved to also know that what is happening, that lands, the country deserve better, and they should be aware that what is happening there is not good for our country. They need to also tell the Chinese that are manning there to do the right thing for our people so that people can benefit. Thank God and thank you so much.
Thank you. So many thanks to all of our callers for their contribution made on this talk show. I'm also grateful and overwhelmed for the opportunity afforded me to be here at this time. So when I listened to Gabriel Musu conversation lengthily, the next question it brought to my mind is that he said Senator Brown made some rectification in the quote-unquote MOU. So, I mean, what is the intent or what was the intent of his chief of office staff for which he did not consult Senator Brown and he decided to send this communication directly to the Chinese?
If you were a senator and the Chinese company is supposed to go to your office for an MOU, who's supposed to hand it over?
This
If they are 40 away, yeah. 3 years.